sensitive topic for me. I say sensitive because it still kind of bothers me a lot. But I am getting through it and I'm getting a lot stronger from it, so it's okay. My car accident happened, I don't remember the exact weekday, but it happened September 13th, 2018. And I was on my way to work, and me and mom she left a little bit before me. So I was getting ready to go, ready to leave, go to work too. So it was like 6:45, and I was turning left, and out of nowhere, as I was turning left, a city bus came. A city bus. I don't know if y'all ever know how big a damn city bus is, but it's big as hell. City bus came, and it just like flipped my car over and over and over, and like I slid all the way into this store parking lot. The rest, I can't give you exact details because I blacked out, so I really don't know exactly what happened after that. But as I woke up, the seatbelt, it was choking my neck. It was just like attached to my neck, and it was just like very tight around my neck. So I couldn't move, and the car was flipped over. So I had an SUV, I'm sorry. But I had an SUV, and it flipped over, and all the exits were like closed. There was no way for me to get out. But my sunroof happened to bust open as the car accident happened, and I was able to get out that way. But before I get out, remember I said I was stuck. So I was stuck in there, and then this man, I don't know where he came from. Like, literally, do not know where this man came from. He helped me. I was like, he was like, come on, get out the car. I'm like, how am I supposed to get out the car? Like, I'm stuck, and the way that my car, like, it had turned over, I couldn't reach my seatbelt because it was so tight around my neck. So I'm like, okay, just hit the seatbelt button, and then I can move. I can do everything else. Just hit the seatbelt button, because the way it was tight around my neck, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't move. So that happened. I was like, just get the seatbelt. So he unhooked it, and he directed me out of the sunroof area. So I literally had one shoe on and one shoe off. So that happened, and then, okay. I just wanted to get out the car fast enough because I didn't know the way my car, like, I'm going to show you the pictures, the way my car flipped over. Like, I just woke up with a whole bunch of blood, everything. Like, after I got out the car, it was just a whole bunch of blood. But it was really blood coming from my arm, and I'm going to show you that. That was really why I needed to, like, get out. So I called my mama. That's the first person I called. I didn't even call nobody else. I called my mama first. I said, Mama, I got in a car accident. I'm okay. And I was really okay. So that happened or whatever. And then she ended up coming from work, because she was already there. I was trying to get there. So she ended up coming from there, and she started crying and crying. I'm like, girl, like, don't make me cry. Like, I'm scared myself. And really, the way my car flipped over, and that's what everybody was saying, it was my adrenaline that got me out of the car safely. So that's what happened or whatever. And then I wasn't getting no ambulance. I don't know if y'all know how much an ambulance costs, but it's like $300 just for one ride. I wasn't getting in there. I'm like, no, my mama gonna take me. So the lady knew that I was like badly hurt. So she was just like, are you really gonna deny it? And I'm like, yeah, like, I'm really gonna deny it. I'm not paying that. So I'm not paying that. So she was like, sign this paper saying that you're not getting in this car. I was like, I'm gonna sign it. And my mama signed it. She was very confused. But anyway, so I ended up calling all my people up. And I'm just like, girl, I got a car accident. So yeah, fast forward a little bit. My mama ended up driving me to the hospital. So on the way to the hospital is when I really broke down. You know, she had broke down at the accident. She was breaking down on the ride there. But I really cried in the car. I didn't cry no other time but the car. Yeah, I really didn't cry until I got in the car and it started hitting me. It was like, it kept replaying in my head. And I don't know if y'all ever been in a car accident, but it replays, like slowing down, fast, all those different speeds. And I'm just like, oh, this is not good. And then I looked at my arm. This is my arm from my accident. This was like open holes type. So it was just big and just gashy. It was really big and gashy. So this was like, it was open, like very open. I'm gonna show you the pictures too. But, and it still got glass in it. And then the doctor said it's gonna eventually fall out. But anyway, so that's what happened. And that's why I started crying. I'm like, I'm dying. Like, I'm losing too much blood. And, like, I've never seen that much blood ever in my life. So I started crying. I said, Mom, like, you know, hold on to me. So I had to, I don't know if y'all know, but it's like the last real touch that you can do is with your hand. So I started feeling my mama's hand so that I won't lose my sense of touch. So that's how that happened. And then, okay, fast forward a little bit more. Got to the hospital. I could barely walk in there because my lung was collapsing at the time. So it was blood filling up in my lung. So I had to get in there and I'm like, I can't really breathe, but I'm trying to talk to you. And they want me to sign papers. I'm like, get the papers out my face right now. Like, this is serious. Like, y'all need to come on, get whoever. So yeah, did that or whatever. They end up, what did they do? Oh, everybody started coming to the hospital then. And then they wanted me to pee. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I tend to smoke occasionally. So I didn't want them to deny my help of not getting help. So I was just like, I don't gotta pee. And they was like, that's the only one gonna be able to do your x-ray, ma'am. I'm like, look, I don't gotta pee because I didn't want them really to deny me of service because I smoke occasionally. So it was just like, oh no, like you ain't gonna get this urine today. So I end up waiting a long period, but they end up doing my x-ray and then they end up saying that I had a broken shoulder blade. I had my lung was like, I can't describe it, but it was filling up with like a lot of blood and the fluid. It was just losing a lot of basically the strength of what a lung is supposed to do. So that was that. And then like, that's when I started crying again. So I was just like, tears were just rolling down my eyes. I'm like, well, if it's broke, fix it, you know? And I didn't understand that it has to heal. So I'm just like, I've never had nothing broken on my body. So that was just something that I was never experienced to. But this is what they did do. They end up switching me to a whole nother hospital. They said, you know, we're not the type of hospital that, you know, specialize in a broken lung and a broken shoulder blade. And they were just like, you know, we got to ship you to another hospital. So they end up shipping me to another hospital. I had to get in the ambulance and go to that hospital. And I promise you I will never forget what this man said to me. He was like, when you get in here, it's going to be like 50 people. I'm like, what? Like, I thought he was exaggerating. He was like, let me 50 people in here. They're going to, you know, it's really going to be, they trying to figure out what's going on. Everything, you know, that what happened in the accident. Literally got dropped off at the ambulance at the hospital. And I literally rolled in there. I mean, packed in this one room. And I thought it was just like how movies be doing it. No, this was really serious. Like 50 people in there. I'm like, oh, like he wasn't lying. And they just kept flipping me over, flipping me, just making sure everything. I'm like, oh, like this is not good. So they just kept asking my name and making sure that I wasn't losing my sense of basically using my brain. Just making sure that I was remembering everything and all that good stuff. They did an x-ray on me. Like, it was so crazy. It was just like everybody was doing a different job on a different part of my body. And everybody was like around me. So they was doing that, and you just heard monitor. So I just tried to pay attention to whoever was talking at that moment. But they was all there doing different jobs. So I ended up doing that, staying 2 days at the hospital. Yeah, and ended up getting released Sunday. And what else happened? That was pretty much it. So there is a God, because I don't know where that man came from after I got hit, and he helped guide me out the sunroof. I don't know where that man came from, y'all, seriously. But he was really a really big help, and he couldn't stay because he had to go to work. So it was just like, I couldn't even thank him because he had to rush off. So yeah, I wish I could meet him again. I wish I could just hug him and tell him thank you. He saved my life. He really did. Because if I would have stayed in that car long enough, probably could have blew up. I probably would have been choked to death because of the seatbelt. In the way my lung was giving out, I probably wouldn't have made it. So thank you to him.